It's always the same dream. I'm in the city, and I belong. Manhattan is mine.
Hey, watch!
But then I always wake up, the same old Carrie Bradshaw in Castleberry, Connecticut. Carrie's about 16 years old. She's a junior in high school, so she's very vivacious and friendly, and she's a little bit tormented because her mom just passed away, and so she's struggling with Dorrit, her sister.
You're such a tattletale. I'm sorry, I have a life and you don't.
Oh, is that why you're always spying on me, listening to my phone conversations?
Do not.
Do too. Her relationship with Dorrit is very sensitive, and I think Dorrit and Carrie respond very differently to how their mother's death. And then there were my people, my best friends who loved me no matter what.
Bradshaw.
Mouse. She has great friends, Mouse and Maggie and Walt.
How you holding up?
I'd be a lot better if I didn't feel like everyone was staring at me.
Oh, please, no one is even looking at you.
Believe it or not, I think Mags actually meant that as a compliment.
Carrie's having a rough time in school, and her dad is being overprotective and thinks that she needs a distraction, which is fine by Carrie because it ends up being in Manhattan. I had arrived to the place where so many before me had come to live out their dreams. It was the beginning of my Manhattan love story.
Yo, watch it.
During her first visit, she meets Larissa. You work at Interview Magazine?
Larissa Laughlin, style editor.
Carrie Bradshaw, mortified. And is introduced into this whole new wild world of fashion and interesting people and nightlife and all these sort of mischievous experiences that she absolutely loves and is completely new to her. So it's Carrie, before she was Carrie Bradshaw, the writer. And so we watch her develop and kind of how she makes decisions and how she's going to eventually become the Sex and the City. There he was, the new kid, Sebastian Kidd.
Sebastian has bounced around from school to school, and so when he came to the school, he knew her. Hey, Bradshaw.
Hey.
Carrie and Sebastian had met at swim club, I think about a year ago, and they had an encounter.
Who, me? Poor little rich kid whose mom left with a tennis instructor? Just a cliche.
Your mom left? Sorry, I didn't know.
No, don't worry. Our maid, Louisa, still gets dinner on the table. Nothing's really changed.
I think Sebastian lets things roll off his back, and he tries to act like they're not that big of a deal when really they're going on inside, and that's what's happening.
Hey,
I should- You.
Me.
Yeah.
Me. Okay.
I think that's one of the first questions that you get asked is, well, what's the relationship between this and Sex and the City? And it's now fun for me to get to see the story of her growing up and what turned her into the woman that she eventually became, that everybody fell in love with.
Why did you hide this from us? We need to know everything.
I'm not hiding anything, I swear. Last summer you hung out at the swim club.
Why don't I swim?
Because your hair would get wet and your makeup would run.
Maggie is what we describe as a spitfire, so don't get in her way, but she might still get in yours.
Boob to boob, baby. Hi, Maggie.
She basically just gets what she wants at all times, and I think she thinks she's pretty hot stuff most of the time.
Mags, you do realize I'm standing right here and I'm your boyfriend.
Maggie is dating Walt, who is one of Carrie's best friends.
Are you two fighting again? Come on, you guys are never gonna break up here forever.
I really think she adores him. I think she does. I think whatever else is going on, I think they're buddies and they each think the other one is fabulous, and maybe soon they will think the other one is fabulous.
Hey, new kid. We'll be right back.
I get to be completely incorrigible, which I'm not normally, so I sort of have a free pass to be ridiculous at all times, and I get to tell a story, and that's always my favorite part.
Just because all you think about is losing your virginity doesn't mean the mouse does.
People usually want to know whether or not we are young versions of the characters in Sex and the City, and then when they find out that we're not, they actually get really excited and want to know who the heck she was hanging out with before and what she was doing before all of it started.
So you have some explaining to do.
Mouse. I think we've all just been longtime friends, and we're all super loyal, and we just have a lot of fun with one another, and we're all there for each other, and everybody needs their core group of
friends to get through that part of life in high school.
Mouse, did you meet someone? Are you breaking up with me? At the page program in DC, I've been dying to tell you guys.
Start talking.
Seth Glassman.
Mouse has an older college boyfriend.
Oh, hi. Is Seth there, room 215? He's still not there? Okay, thanks. I'll try again later.
We're all juniors, we're in Connecticut, and we all think we know everything about the world, and really we realize we don't quite yet. And you know, in life, it's all a learning process, and things happen, and we try to deal with them, and we help each other along the way.
Your bag! What the hell? Why'd you do that?
Aren't you trying to steal my purse?
No, though I do want to get my hands on it, but not to steal, to shoot it. I play a character called Larissa Loughlin. She is a style editor at a fashion magazine. I'm doing this fashion shoot that's a cross between A Midsummer Night's Dream and Scarface, and that purse would be perfect.
My purse? An interview?
The first time we see her, she's this force of nature, and she just kind of swoops into Carrie's world, and we very quickly see the good, the bad, and the ugly of her. She's into life, she's into fun, she's into shoplifting. I collect people, you know.
What does that even mean?
Some people collect art, or like my mother, porcelain frogs. I collect people.
Well, I guess we're less creepy.
She introduces Carrie to Indochine, which is where she goes with all of her super trendy friends. Carrie, this is everybody. Everybody, this is Carrie.
Hi.
I think for Larissa, she's still very much enjoying it all, but it's a great opportunity for her to show off her new toy. The new person in her collection.
Are you for real?
Still has her innocence. Still talks about her mom and her sister. What's her name again?
Dorrit. She's in a rebellious phase.
Aren't we all?
Hey, whoa, nice sweater. Is that the one from...
The one Rob Lowe was wearing in an interview.
Nice.
I play Walter Reynolds, Carrie's best guy friend. He's described as actually one of the girls. He's that close to her.
Mags, you are so tipsy, I think we should get you home. Being the police chief starter doesn't mean you won't get kicked out of school.
Party people.
She wants to move forward, you know, she wants to take things to the next level, but Walt says no. He does, he wants to wait, because he's not sure what he wants.
Why can't I find the perfect person for me? You know, like Maggie is for you.
I'm not sure she is.
Whenever anybody asks, you know, what project I'm working on, I introduce it and I say it's the Carrie Diaries. It's the prequel to Sex and the City. Carrie in her early years when she first discovers Manhattan, and she's got all her high school buds, and you know, it's a completely separate plot. She hasn't met the Sex and the City girls yet, so it's just her in her adolescence becoming a young woman.
Mags, you do realize I'm standing right here and I'm your boyfriend.